Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for hanging out with me again. And if you just found me, we basically talk money here and all things money. So I'm talking things like credit cards, credit unions, crypto, banks, the stock market, real estate, side hustles, grants, and yes, even travel hacks. If any of that stuff's what you like, then go ahead. You're in the right place. Subscribe now, like now, share now, hit the notification bell now. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps out so much with the YouTube algorithm so we can get this message out to a bigger audience and continue to grow this community and level up financially together. In this video, it's all about access to capital, which leads to banks, which leads to a particular bank. The particular bank that will be highlighted is US Bank, and we're going to be talking about the US Bank personal line of credit. The US Bank personal line of credit goes up to $25,000 and could be very useful for you if you are just starting your journey towards either getting access to capital, if you don't have your business situation in order yet and you don't have business credit and you're just trying to build to the point until you start getting business credit or just need another line of credit. This could be a good product for you. So let's talk about it. The US Bank personal line of credit goes up to $25,000. I would not recommend applying for it if you don't have a credit score of at least 680. And just an FYI, they are very likely going to pull from Equifax or TransUnion. From all my research, they rarely pull from Experian. It's mostly Equifax and TransUnion. Also, US Bank is very big on relationship banking, so you're going to have a US Bank checking account. But here's the good thing, they do have free checking accounts. So having a US Bank checking account is not going to cost you anything, but they're big on relationship banking, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. But let's talk about what you'll need to do to get this line of credit. So the terms, I'll be very honest, are not great. They're not the worst, but it is an additional line of credit that I think is a little easier to get in some cases than others. So your interest rates are going to start at about 12.5%. The application process is pretty quick. Access to funds is very easy. You can request checks. You can also simply, move your money around through the online banking that you'll have access to. And this is a big one to me, guys. There's no collateral required. So when I say no collateral required, all of my research and the few colleagues that I've sent over there that have gotten qualified said it was straight stated income. And that could be very helpful for people that, don't have the W-2s or tax returns that show or prove that they're making what may be on the application. I'm definitely not telling you to lie on the application. By the way, this is not financial advice. This is for information purposes, and please do all your due diligence. But what I am telling you is that I wouldn't put anything crazy on there that I could not prove, but they are doing it via stated income. So you are highly likely, unless your application is flagged by their system for something unusual, that this would be straight stated and no proof of income. Also, there's one last thing that I want to point out. US Bank is one of the large banks that falls under the 60-month rule. If you have had a bankruptcy, Chapter 7, in the last 60 months, aka 5 years, your application will be automatically denied by their computer. It won't even make it to a manual underwriting situation. So if you've had a bankruptcy in the last 60 months, I would not apply for this product, a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. So what you're going to need to do to apply for it is pretty easy. You need to be a US Bank checking account customer, and you're going to provide basic info like your home address, social security number, employment information. And once you submit it, it usually comes back pretty quickly. Now, the people that I've talked to that went over there, they actually went into the branch. Their applications were approved the following business day, but you also can do it online, and it says that it could be approved within minutes. I could definitely see that happening, but those folks that I sent had business or had banking relationships with them, and they chose to go into the branch and deal with a banker that they had the relationship with, did their application. It was approved the next business day. So pretty quick and easy. If you meet those requirements, I think you're very likely to be approved. If you don't meet those requirements, it's a good chance that you will be denied. So I'm talking a credit score of 680, very likely to be pulled from TransUnion or Equifax. If you have not, if you have a bankruptcy, there's a Chapter 7 in the last 5 years, there's a strong chance that you're not going to be approved. And of course, it's stated income with no collateral required. So that's what makes this attractive. Even though the interest rate is not great, what makes it attractive is that it is access to another line of funds. It is access to another bank of products from a large bank like US Bank. And just a little caveat, if you are a real estate investor, US Bank has a reputation for going into areas that some banks don't really want to cover investments in. I've seen this myself in my own personal real estate career as a real estate agent and investor. I've had several deals that a couple of the other banks that will remain nameless would not touch. US Bank came in, made us jump through a few hoops, but they did do the deals in some areas that are a little tougher to get the financing. So they're big on community reinvestment. That could have a lot of value to you depending on what line of business that you're in. So hey, that's all I got for today. Just wanted to share that quick nugget. You may be able to benefit from getting that line of credit. If you found value in this content, do me a favor and support this channel any way you can. And the easiest ways to do it is to hit like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. All right, guys, that's all I got. Hey, let's meet up in the penthouse because there's way too many people in the basement. Until then, I'll see you soon.